body bags where horror lies.
Hello, welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I wanted to bring you a bit of a kind of different movie, definitely with horrific elements in it. Charles Bronson movie, actually. The Evil That Men Do. I mean, what a great title for a movie that is. This is a J. Lee Thompson movie, directed by, he's done quite a few collaborations with Bronson. And so Bronson is a retired assassin in this one. And he's contacted by one of his friends. Because at the start of the movie, we see this evil fucker called Moloch. He's torturing and killing this journalist. And at the start, Bronson, so his character's name is Holland, he doesn't want anything to do with this, but then he finds out that his friend his friend was the journalist. He's been killed, and you have these testimonials of different people that have been like horrifically tortured by this Moloch, and stories of people being killed. So it's like, I gotta get this fucker off the planet. So he takes the task to kind of blend in, to track him down. He actually goes undercover with the journalist's wife, the widow, and their daughter, so he can blend in more naturally rather than just some stranger to just appear. I can't remember where it is now. Shit, where the movie's based. I think somewhere in South America. That's really bad, I can't remember. Yeah, because I think they're speaking Spanish. So it's somewhere in South America. And so he's infiltrating, like, because he knows, like, he's found out where Moloch is, and it's like evil henchmen and stuff like that. And he has this one particular kind of bodyguard sort of guy that's like one of his number one, because he meets his friend who's asked him to basically just take him out, because he lives in this town and all these people are being killed and maimed and stuff like that and tortured, and he just wants him gone. So he takes him to this cockfight where he's like, Moloch is a bit of a recluse kind of person. You don't really get to see him often, but if he does freak in somewhere, it's this cockfighting ring. So he sees him there with this particular henchman and a few others and decides to hatch a plan. So he goes to this local bar, and the barman's like, what are you doing in here? This is for locals. You're going to get killed. You're an American. And what happens is grief straight away. The widow, she gets like hit on by this guy who's like quite aggressive, and Holland basically grabs him by the nuts and chokes him out with his foot on his neck. But the henchman's in there, this one particular big dude, and he's kind of weird how the conversation goes, and basically within 30 seconds they've set up a threesome, which is so strange. So they go back to the hotel room, she goes off, and the guys are chatting, and immediately Holland throws a knife in this guy's throat, kills him obviously. She's freaked out, and he's like, look, you need to leave because it's getting too dangerous. Take your daughter and leave. But she's like, no, I want to see you kill Moloch. I need to see this doctor die by your hands. So there's all these interesting bits and pieces going on. You have the only person this Moloch seems to care about is his sister, and so Holland has the idea of going to kidnap her. So he goes to a hotel room, and she's getting frisky with this other woman, so he's stuck under the bed waiting for that. And then the woman goes. When she's out in the lobby, another henchman goes in to roll a joint randomly. So the sister, Claire, I think her name is in the shower. So Holland goes and basically kills the guy. And then when she comes out, so he's taken a prisoner who's going to kidnap her. So he's got this fire hose, he wraps it around the guy's neck and boots him off, because they're in this high-rise block, hotel kind of thing. And then so it's like causes huge distraction, because there's a little guy like hanging dead in the street. So everyone's like looking at that. So he manages to kidnap her. yeah, he takes her to this secluded place where his friend, who kind of wanted him to do the killing, so he's like, it's this family home sort of thing, but he gets captured and tortured by Moloch to tell him where he's taken his sister. And so Holland calls Moloch to say he has his sister, and is making it seem that he just wants money, that sort of thing, to really throw him off the scent. There's like this assassin that's going to kill him. But Moloch inadvertently gives it away that he knows where he is. So it's like, shit, we've got to go. So he bundles the sister, Claire, in the car, takes the widow with him, and they're driving off, and there's henchmen after them already. So it's this big car chase. Henchmen crash and die, but while shooting the car, they've shot the sister in the head. So that's the bargaining chip. But he's like, well, he doesn't know he's dead. So he's like, look, we'll go to this secluded area, this kind of mining area, this abandoned mine, and we can do the trade. So he does that, but then when Moloch turns up, he's got the daughter of the widow. And so, yeah, he's got to hatch a plan. So like when he had her captured, he was recording her on the phone, and she's like screaming and shouting for help. So he still has his tape recording. So he's playing it through the caves, and it's all echoing, and Moloch can't figure out where she is. He thinks she's still alive, so he gets out of the car. And there's a few people that are still working in this abandoned mine. They're just desperate for money. And it's people that he's tortured and maimed and cut limbs off and horrendous things to them. And so they find that it's him, and they manage to basically get the daughter away, and then he's dispatched by these kind of like guys. It's kind of a little bit of a, not an anti-climax, but the death is like kind of quite soft compared to like, you have all these torture scenes and stuff like that. And some of the other deaths are like pretty hardcore. It's like pretty good going, this movie. Yeah, I was surprised by some of the violence in it for its time. Not that the 70s were soft. 80s, sorry. This is like, I think it's 84. It has a 70s vibe to it, definitely. It's like, feels like a late 70s, so I don't know if it's like a bit of a delayed release or something like that. But I'm sure it's early to mid 80s anyway. But yeah, it has this like kind of grindhouse 70s vibe. But when I say grindhouse, it's not like a low quality. It's a really well established, put together movie. Yeah, it's good script. It's interesting. It's kind of a believable story how you're going along. There's no far-fetched sequences like what's going on. It's a really solid put together movie. And yeah, just that final kill, I wish was really brutal for the fucker that this guy was. But it's great. It's a really good movie, and I recommend it. It's definitely more like a thriller sort of thing. Yeah, it's like you have some really tense scenes throughout. But yeah, I highly recommend this one. I've only recently started to watch a few more Charles Bronson movies. I think I only ever saw 2 in my life till about a few years ago now. I think I'm up to about 6 or 7, so I'm like really slow. But the ones I'm seeing, kind of, I've been sleeping on this guy quite a long time. I know there's many movies in his filmography, and there's going to be duds, but trying to check out the ones which sound like pretty interesting, and this was definitely one that I really enjoyed. And like I said, the title really drew me in. But if you've not caught this one, I really recommend you watch it. I watched it on like Tubi or Plex or something like that, so it's easy to view. But I'm definitely going to try and track down some physical copy. Hopefully there's a nice Blu-ray of it or something else coming out at some point in the near future. That's the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. Good night.